Oh. Hey, YouTubers, Raven here.
Starfire.
This episode is just,
Yeah.
The Flash. We're here to review The Flash from
Season
tonight.
4, episode 20.
Yes.
Therefore, she is.
Yes. Which is in direct correlation with a previous episode this season, Therefore I Am, which had to deal with, DeVoe and how he became who he is.
Yeah, and this one had to deal with, like, with his wife and how they met and, like, you know, all of that stuff.
It was a correlating story that ended with
Backstory, yeah.
yeah, but like not just that, like his story started with him hating technology and becoming someone totally different with different ideals.
Yes.
Her backstory started with her loving technology and then she got hurt, which I'm not totally convinced is just the malicious fault. Because it was a little too coincidental that he was on the phone with her and he sounded like a nervous wreck. And then he showed up at her bedside. Like, no. I have a very strong suspicion, along with some of the reviews that I watched tonight, that it was him. That he, like, talked to someone somehow within the militia, told them what was going on, and they attacked. So that he would make her scared of technology. Which is stupid. Like...
yeah, but she secretly, apparently, already...
Yeah, like, I mean, I can understand where she's coming from. Like, there's aspects in what he's saying that everyone could fundamentally agree with.
Right.
But, like, the lobotomy part, the part she had an issue with.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
everybody would have an issue with that.
Yeah, and I don't really think she ever stopped having an issue with
like,
it.
being simpletons and, like, not being intelligent and just being around walking like you don't know anything and all that stuff. Like, yes, there are bad things about technology, but there's also good things about technology.
Right.
Like, we need technology, but we just don't need it as much as we use it sometimes. Like, we overuse it.
Yeah. And so I think really she was just, like, scared when she finally, like, accepted him for that. And that's why she was so okay to just roll over and do whatever. But she's starting to see it again. She's starting to see her...
Yeah, she's like, I thought this was about, like, enlightening people.
Yeah, like, helping them, like, change their minds or, like, whatever. But, and, you know, like...
Like, because I think that even though she went along with him...
There were aspects of it she disagreed with.
Exactly. And at the heart of who she is, she still believes in helping people and doing things for the good of mankind.
Right.
I mean, she wouldn't have been all the way in Kenya trying to make them have clean water if she didn't have some type of compassion in her for people. Like, somebody doesn't do that if they don't care.
Exactly.
So, like, you know, she has to at least care a little bit about what happens to people.
Yes. So, basically that's, like, the correlation there, like, like, it was her full, like, how she just abhorred everything about it, but then how she accepted it.
Her name is Melise, I think.
Yeah. And then at the end, she turns her back on it again.
Yeah.
So...
And she's like, I'm leaving you, Clifford.
Yeah. She's like, you need me more than I need you.
Yeah.
You need me to finish this. And bye! But, basically, the correlation there is that he started out one way and ended up the other. She started out one way, ended up the other, and then, like, at the very end... she became who she was again. And I think that that's kind of like what we might be able to see in the finale. Like, there might be a way to reverse everything and he will end up
she was
like
able
he was
to get
again.
him to stop trying to kill Gypsy.
Only because she said, Like, she didn't do it with any emotion. Like, I mean, she
Yeah.
had emotion, but she didn't focus on his emotion for it.
Mm-hmm.
The only way she got him to stop was because she said, "Is this the lesson you wish to teach tonight?
Right.
This isn't the lesson that we were going to teach tonight."
Yeah.
And he's like, "You're right." So, like, that's the only reason, is because it's not the lesson he wanted to teach. So, it's just,
Yeah.
I don't know.
And I mean, you know, I'm glad that we got a little bit of West Allen, because, you know, I kind of missed that.
I missed the happy-go-lucky Barry that we saw tonight.
Yeah, I missed that too.
Like,
But I mean, you know, she really is the one who grounds him, because he's always trying to do more than he really can do.
yeah.
And she's like, you know, babe, you can't do everything all the time for people. Like,
You can't put everyone's problems on your shoulders.
yeah, you have to let them figure it out on their own.
No matter how long it takes.
Yeah, if we need them, yes, he's Cisco's family and everything, but
When
this
family hurts, we hurt.
is, yeah, and this is something they need to deal with themselves.
There is a reason why they broke up. And that reason is because she has a leading role on a new show.
Damn it! Why do all the good people have to leave? Why? First it's freaking Maggie. Now it's freaking Gypsy. Why? I liked Cisco and Gypsy together.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yep.
Like, aside from West Allen, I liked them probably the most.
Yeah, but they're gonna have more storylines on Earth 19. Like, they can't not. They've already shown us Accelerated Man. They can't just tease that out and not, like, give us Accelerated Man.
I know, but...
So, she might have guest appearances, but but she's a lead on a new show. So, I'm not sure what the show is.
Is it even, like...
I don't know. I saw it on a review that I watched right after.
Like, has it premiered or anything?
I don't know. I know nothing about it. I just know that
It probably,
she
like,
left
maybe it got
because
picked
of that.
up,
Yeah,
and so she can't do it anymore.
maybe.
But, I mean, she
But-
usually only guest stars on The Flash anyway.
Yeah.
She doesn't... She's only on, like,
but
certain
they were
episodes.
maybe they were going to go deeper into that story.
Yeah.
You know, because
Well, they were gonna do that with Maggie and Alex.
maybe right. I know.
Still mad about that.
As am I. Like, I'm so beyond about that. But, like, if she wasn't leaving the show,
Marlene's together.
yeah. If she wasn't leaving the show, then they probably would have let Cisco take the job and things would have went from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so,
Oh, she was on 12 episodes of Taken.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
but
she's like third. She's the third listed for Taken.
So maybe she's gonna have a bigger role in Taken, or maybe it's Crave.
That's a movie.
So yeah, it's just she left for new pursuits. But that's not saying that she can't every once in a while guest star again. But they can't call on her whenever they need her for a story point.
I like how her title is Mystery Girl.
Yeah. A lot of people call her either Mystery Girl or Coffee Girl or Cafe Girl or Jitters Girl. Like, it's just like, we can't, us as fans of Flash can't come up with one singular name to call her.
Dawn.
She might be, maybe.
She's a speedster.
Yes, but We know that she comes from Iris and Barry, but we don't know if she's Dawn. Like, she could be a descendant.
Yeah.
But I do prefer the Dawn storyline for now.
Yeah.
But we are going to we're going to get the reveal at the end of the season, at the season finale. And Grant Gustin himself tweeted out that she's going to have a major role next season. That she's going to be one of the major plot points for next season.
Nice.
That they're just teasing it out this season. And he's he's one of the only ones who have known about it since this season started.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What about Candace Patton?
I don't know if she knew. It just, like, the way he worded the tweet made it sound like he was one of the only cast members that knew. I'm not sure if that's, like, if I'm taking it wrong, but that's what it sounded like. But, yeah, so he's one of the only ones who knew when he got the script who she was. So he actually knows, guys. He knows her identity. And we don't. But there is one thing that really makes me think it's Dawn.
Dang, Candace Patton is 5 years older than Grant Gustin.
Well,
She was born in 1985.
older than me.
He was born in 1990.
What?
He's engaged.
So? I could be exceedingly happy that I'm the same age as my superhero.
Actually, he's older than you.
By a couple months.
He was born in January of 1990.
Okay, so he's older than me by 11 months. That's still just a couple. We are... No, we're not.
She's 32? I thought she was still in her 20s.
Well, she was born in 85.
I know, but I thought she was younger than that.
5 years older than 25 and 27 and 28. Come on. 5 years older, like...
I
That's
know,
gonna be over the 30
but
mark.
I thought she was younger.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
Like, because her year, like the year wasn't on, her birthday wasn't listed on IMDb for a while. But now it's on here.
I see.
And his birthday is January 14th, 1990.
So, we're literally
He's exactly
to the
11
day.
months older than you.
To the day!
Yeah, he's exactly 11
Damn.
months older than you.
Damn! Holy hell. Well, now you guys know my birthday, so...
She's 4 months and 1 day older than me, so...
Yeah. We'll talk more about Mystery Dawn, future Flash Girl.
Because we have 3 more episodes.
Yeah, we'll talk more about her later in the review, because kind of want to hit that at the end, because it's the biggest
It is, and it happened
thing.
at the end.
It did. So, what did you think about the whole, the Harrison and Cecile thing?
I think it's interesting. Like, I think that she makes a good, like, you know, partner for that to help him, you know, figure that stuff out.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, she can read his thoughts, so she's able to, like, kind of read where he's at emotionally and help him with what he's dealing with right now.
Yeah, but I think what he sees as the most important issue, like the most important thing right now, is that when he's trying to figure out how to save the team or whatever, like, all he has to do is call her and have her show up and have her write down everything he's thinking before it fades away.
Yep.
Like,
Basically.
that's, like, ingenious. And I love the fact that Cecile came up with it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And,
because, you know, that way he still feels worthy.
Mhm.
He still feels like he can do something.
yeah.
And she can help him. And that's,
Right.
I just hope that, like, something has to be done, because once she has the baby, she's probably not going to be able to do that anymore.
She's not. It's been stated that the baby does not have abilities. The baby is a normal human. Is not a meta.
So it must just be a side effect of pregnancy?
Yeah. Because she was exposed to, like, probably if she were to get abilities from the accelerator, from any dark matter, it would probably be that ability. So since it's, cause like everyone in the city was hit by the wave. So everyone has the opportunity to ignite the dark matter within them.
Right.
Because everyone is infected with it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a matter of, did it awaken the innate ability within them? And for most of the city, it did not. But in Cecile's case, her pregnancy awakens it. So when she gives birth, it's not going to be there anymore, because it's only awakened so that because of what's going on inside of her. When that's gone, it'll subside again and she won't have it. So
yeah, she won't be able to help Wells anymore, so something will have to be done once the baby's born.
Which we know is 21 days from now.
Yeah, which I was just about to mention, because mystery girl.
Yeah, which, again, even though we're, like, touching that, we aren't going to talk about it. Like, this is hard for me to not talk about it, but we're gonna hold off till the end of the review to talk about her. Like, it's hard, but we have to.
What do you think of Iris saying that Caitlin shouldn't have done that because it was dangerous?
Well, I agree that it was dangerous.
Yeah, it was dangerous.
But even as Killer Frost, it would have been dangerous, and I think that Iris has no room to talk.
Yeah.
I think that, like, no offense to Iris, but she is, we are the Flash. We are family. Family can only help people go through things to an extent.
Mm-hmm.
Killer Frost is not Iris's problem.
Yeah.
Killer Frost is Caitlin's problem. And
right. And that's basically what she was telling Barry in this episode.
Right.
That it was Cisco and Gypsy's problem that they had to deal with themselves. And Barry, trying as he was to help, because he's that type of person, you know, it didn't make things better.
Right. Like, Cisco and Cynthia had some underlying issue.
Cinco.
Yeah. They had some underlying issue, which is Cisco wanted to wake up in the morning next to the person he loved, and she couldn't do that for him. And she was happy with how they were, and he wasn't. And even though that hurts him, because, like, at the end, you know, like, Barry's like, are you okay?
And he's like, no, not really.
Do you need space? I have enough of it. And then he's like, you did the right thing. And Cisco just looks at him and goes, then why does
it hurt so much?
Exactly. And I think,
why does doing the right thing have to hurt so much?
I think they do belong together. I think that Cynthia is
definitely
wrong, that it's not sometimes 1 + 1 = 2. That in this case, they do equal one person, but it's just not the right time.
Yeah, it's just, things like that are usually about timing. Like, a lot of the time, it's just the wrong time.
Yeah.
Like, they're supposed to be together, but it's just not working out at that time.
Exactly. And so I think that's where their relationship is at the moment. Like, when she's done on the other show, or if it gets canceled or whatever, she'll be back. Or, like, maybe they'll film with her during hiatuses, or I don't know, you know, whatever.
Because Taken seems to be like a mid-season start usually. So I mean, you know.
I mean, she probably doesn't want to film 24/7, which is probably the issue.
Yeah.
And she gets paid more for showing up more often on Taken.
Right.
So, and we're assuming that she's going for Taken.
Well, that's the most recent show on her filmography.
Because we don't know if it's premiered yet, the show that she's in. You know, it could be an upcoming unmentioned show. We don't know for sure.
But she's like third lead in Taken on the list of the cast.
So
I'm assuming that it's probably that show.
Yeah.
But anyway, because she's been in 12 episodes of it, which means she was probably in this current season.
So yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that really sucked because I like them, and that made me sad.
Yeah.
But you know, I understand. I just don't like it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's happening with like all of our freaking couples.
It is.
And it's just, it's making me mad.
They might have to start signing people onto contract the stage that you can't leave. Dude, like if you're going to be in a relationship with one of our heroes or side heroes, you can't leave due to like better gigs. They're gonna have to do something.
Because it's like like I don't want to talk about Supergirl on this review, but it's like they built them up. They got them to the point where they were gonna get married.
They were engaged, and she finally got over the fact that her father
married.
She finally got over the fact that her parents couldn't accept her.
They were gonna get married.
Yes.
And she had to leave.
Like,
because she didn't want kids and Alex does.
And the only reason why she didn't want kids is because she has a different show that she had to go be the lead on.
Like, oh my gosh.
I'm crossing my fingers that that show eventually falls through and gets canceled or something. She comes back, they reconcile, and she suddenly does want kids.
They better bring her back.
But, yeah.
As long as Lena and James at least stay together for a bit.
After what happened this Monday, I'm not sure how their relationship is gonna be.
Yeah, but as long as she stays on the show.
Yeah. But I mean, he did say, "I trust your judgment." So he gave her full reign not to tell her. Get it? Full reign. I made it funny. Anyways, The Flash.
So yeah, like, it just sucks, but, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Gosh, what else?
I
don't know, I mean, I don't like DeVoe, but I liked, like, seeing all those flashbacks to the story. Because it just gives you, like, I like when they give you that information.
He seemed more normal in his flashbacks than in hers.
Yeah.
Which shows you how colored his flashbacks were.
Right.
Because they were from his perspective.
Because, I mean, I inherently don't think that Marlize is a bad person.
Right.
She's just doing it because she loves him.
Mm-hmm.
And she believes in him.
And now there is no him. Like she said.
She's like, my husband is dead.
She said that I made, like, he was all like, you made a vow to me. And she's like,
to my husband.
I made a vow to my husband.
Who's dead.
Who was the first casualty of the Thinker. And I was like,
she said dead.
Yes, dead. The first casualty of the Thinker. Like, she said that. She did say the first casualty of the Thinker. So, like, the fact that she realizes that the moment that the particle accelerator went off, she lost her husband is a huge step.
Mm-hmm.
And, I don't know if she's... I don't think she's gonna go straight to Team Flash.
Yeah. Well, next week is Amunet helping Team Flash.
Yeah.
So.
I don't think she's going to. There are some theories out there that she won't join Team Flash at all, and that just like she'll be planning her own thing on the side, and that in the season finale they'll just end up teaming up to defeat him because she has a conscience.
Yeah. I mean, I can see that happening.
But I don't.
Yeah, I like that she like realized it and was like, yeah, I'm leaving you. Bye, dude. Who's not my husband anymore.
Right. Because he's so many other different people.
Who's going so much farther than this ever was supposed to go.
Yeah.
With it and wanting to ruin it instead of enlighten people.
Oh, it is the Enlightenment.
No, but he's trying to ruin it, like she said. He's trying to ruin humanity instead of enlightening humanity.
Because he wants to be God, essentially. He
wants he can't.
Well, if he gets to do what he wants, if he's basically brings the enlightening, basically, what's going to happen is that he's going to be the only smart person around. Therefore, he'll be treated like a god. And so that's just how it's gonna be. That's not okay, but that journal keeps popping up. They used it in last week's episode. Marlize used it, and then in this episode we found out that through flashbacks that it belonged to DeVoe, and we'd seen it earlier than that in the coffee shop
with Mystery Girl.
It's the same color. They both had the weird flap on the side,
but hers had symbols in it
because she was writing them. There's still pages left in the book, I'm sure. So, it's probably a relic from this fight that gets passed down. Maybe it's in the Flash Museum in her time, and she took it because she knew that's when she was coming to. Because I think we've pretty much established that she is obviously from the future.
Well, she wouldn't know all the things that she knows every time she encounters them if she wasn't.
And if you haven't noticed, the only one she hasn't actually met
is Iris.
And I have a theory on why that is. And why she looked the way she did when Iris started heading for the door. And why she disappeared.
Talk about it at the end.
I know. I know. This is why it's killing me.
I know. But yeah, like, just seeing all of the stuff with Marlize and DeVoe and all of that. Like, you know, the picnic was cute and everything.
The song.
Yeah.
It had the, like, did you notice the song? Like, the words.
You're all I need to get by.
Like, not just that. Like, it was saying, like, how he's, like, the song was, like, I'm kind of, like, I'm not all there. Like, I'm not really me type of thing. And it's like, oh my gosh. Like, foreshadow.
It's an old song.
Yeah.
From, like, the 60s.
I could tell that by the song, but I just didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was wondering when that's, like, when it was taking place.
Yeah.
During, like, with that scene.
They used that song earlier in the show, too. The night that, that DeVoe took over, the Lucky Girl. When, she was giving champagne to her wife. It's so weird.
That was weird.
And that might be the night that she started poisoning her.
Sung by Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell.
That might be the night that, that the blue tears started showing up in her drink and erasing
whose
her
drink?
memory. Marley's?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to look at the lyrics for a second.
Okay. Is there anything else that...
I don't think so.
I'm trying to think, because I don't want to, like...
We covered Harrison and Cecile. We covered Cisco and Gypsy. We covered the thing with Caitlyn and Killer Frost. We covered the Barry and Iris scene and how Barry is and how Iris has been. Like, we pretty much talked about everything.
Actually, I wanted to hit something on Caitlyn.
Okay.
Because when you were talking about it, something triggered, and I was like, yeah, because... And then we just flowed right on the next topic. And I forgot, but just like how you were saying that, how Iris is basically getting into that, like Barry was getting into Cisco and Cynthia, getting between that. I think that it's probably that Caitlyn has the same issue. Not the same exact issue that Cisco and Cynthia had, but there's an issue with their relationship. Even though they were getting closer, at the core of Killer Frost is someone that's not to be liked. And, I mean, she might enjoy helping and getting that feel of family, but there's something about Killer Frost. There's a reason her name is Killer Frost.
Yeah.
And I think that has, like, that might have something to do with it. Like, why she can't bring her out. And it's not going to be putting herself in danger that's going to do it. I want to say I can guarantee, but obviously I can't. You know, that the next time we see Killer Frost is going to be when Caitlyn has her hands around someone's damn throat or a knife to their whatever. Like when she is about to go all cannibal on this person, right?
Yeah.
All like Hannibal Lecter on this person, you know, slice and dice and yeah, like Freddy Krueger on their ass.
I just want to mention some of those lyrics you were talking about for that song.
Okay.
Okay, so like the chorus is, I will go where you lead, always there in time of need, and when I lose my will, you'll be there to push me up the hill. There's no looking back for us. We got love, sure enough, that's enough. You're all I need to get by. Was that the part that you were talking about?
I don't know, maybe. It was like, I saw it on a review, to be honest.
It's not what?
I saw it on a review, to be honest.
Oh,
it was kind of like foreshadowing, like how he would.
Well, like the first part of it's like the sweet morning dew. I took one look at you, and it was plain to see you were my destiny. With arms open wide, I threw away my pride. I'll sacrifice for you, dedicate my life to you. And then there's like all these. I don't know.
Okay. Well.
Yeah.
But. Yeah, I think for the whole Caitlyn and Killer Frost thing is gonna be when she's about to kill someone. Like, it might be life and death, you know, but when she's about to actually end someone's life, I think that's the moment that Killer Frost will come back. So, yeah. That's my thought.
Yeah. Now we can talk about what you want to say.
Yay!
Oh my gosh. Ow.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay.
I was excited too. Let's be honest.
Yes. I think everyone was very excited.
Like when they showed her and she got this expression and then she just speeds off, I was like, yes!
Oh my god.
I was so excited. I'm just like, and then I had to text you. I was like, oh my gosh, the end. And then I put all of the emojis.
The emojis with the color just draining from the face.
And the ghost next to it like it died.
Yeah, like, I was like, what the hell happened? Because I wasn't able to watch it while it was airing. I had things to do, so I had to watch it after.
Well, you knew she was gonna be in the episode, though.
Yeah.
And they usually wait until the end to show her.
Yeah, but like with your reaction and like the face draining and the ghosts, and I was like, did they kill off Joe?
I wouldn't react that way if Joe died. I'd probably have a bunch of crying emojis instead of the emojis. Okay.
Like, I was like, did someone die? Is someone like
No, I would have just been like, Joe! And then I'd put all these like crying faces. Yeah, no.
Like, it kind of scared me, but it made me so excited to watch it. Like, I spent the entire episode almost ignoring everything and like, get to the damn end already! What happens? Why is Joe hiding something from Cecile? Like, is something gonna happen to Joe?
And then you get there and nothing happens to him.
No.
And then they show her.
Yeah.
And then she speeds off.
Yes.
And you're just like, oh my god, now I know.
Yes. The problem was everybody in my house was asleep. So I could not make a sound. So my only retort to that was to text her back, holy hell, what? Yeah, it was, the texting was very explosive.
Explicit.
Yes. But,
yeah, you were
okay.
like, I love what you said. You're like,
Yeah.
knew it. She's purple.
Yeah. Yeah. She's not just purple though.
It was purple and blue.
No. Up by her head it was yellow. Like yellowish red.
Mm-hmm.
Which is Barry's color. And if you remember, when Iris got the speed, she was purple.
Mm-hmm.
So she's a mixture of Iris and Barry's speed force.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, that's a huge indicator that she could be Dawn. And it's one of the reasons why it's my leading theory.
Mm-hmm.
But I am not opposed to her being, like, a version of Bart Allen. Or anything like
that. She could be a female Bart.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm not opposed to that. But she did seem awfully interested. Okay. The way they played this off, it made you want to believe that she was Cecile's baby.
Mm-hmm.
Because she knows the day the baby's born. She's handing them
Cecile's
extra
having
diapers.
A boy.
Cecile's having a girl.
I thought she was having a boy.
No, everything in that baby shower was pink. It said girl. It was pink.
Oh yeah, that's right. It was revealed she was having a girl.
So, because she's having a girl and how Coffee Shop Girl interacted, like, it appears that they want you to kind of falter on your logic and think maybe she's Cecile's.
Yeah,
But we know that Cecile is having a human baby.
Right.
I mean, I'm not saying that that they're not human.
Right.
But she's having a normal child.
Mm-hmm.
A non-meta.
Yeah.
And we know for a fact that Barry and Iris will have speedster twins, a boy and a girl, and they will be Dawn and Dawn, and the Tornado Twins. We know this for a fact. But the
I'm gonna have to re-up the Super Raw review because it said that it finished, but it's still in the processing stage, and it's not showing up on the channel as being completed.
Dang.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys.
Because the last thing it's showing is last week's Flash review. And I uploaded it.
Okay, well, you should probably re-upload that one first.
Yeah, I will.
Because, so this will be going out a little late. We're sorry.
I'll get it up, I promise.
Yeah. But, there may be a reason as to why Iris is the only one she's not letting see her.
What's your theory?
And as to why she's so over, about, here's new diapers, you look like you're about to pop in 21 days, give or take, not like I know the future, every day is precious. She knows what's coming, I mean, obviously, but,
do you think Cecile's gonna have a baby before, by the finale?
Yeah. Definitely. That's going to happen.
What's your theory?
My theory is rather sad. And it has to do with why the byline changed on the newspaper.
That Iris died?
Instead, yeah. And that Cecile's baby, Cecile's daughter is the one, not her current daughter, but the one that's growing inside of her, will be the one to take them in, to take her in. So basically, the reason why she's you're 21 days from birth and here's extra diapers, she's wanting to take care of that child. And I mean, other than the fact that she's family, it could be that she is the one that raised her or had a hand in raising her. Which is extremely sad. And
yeah, but I don't think that they're gonna let this season, the next season pass. I think the next season is going to have Iris be pregnant.
Yeah. Which is why I'm saying she might be Dawn, she might not be.
Yeah.
That's my explanation for if she isn't Dawn.
If she is Dawn, then okay.
If she is Dawn, I'm sorry. Then Cecile is old. And
and Joe is eventually going to die.
Well, yes. But for older women, when they give birth, it is significantly
more difficult.
Not just more difficult, but she is at a higher risk of complications and death.
Yeah.
And I am not happy about this thought. But if Cecile dies on the table and leaves Joe to raise his daughter alone,
which he did with Iris.
Right. If this happens, Joe is inevitably supposed to die because he is technically the mentor, kind of.
So then Iris and Barry will have lost both their parents.
Yes. But
we'll both have lost their parents.
That means that Iris and Barry would have to take the daughter under their wing, just like Joe did with Barry. Therefore making this child Dawn's sister. And that would be another reason why 21 days from now is so important to her.
But Dawn and Dawn are a boy and a girl.
Yeah. They're twins.
But they're boy and girl twins.
Yes. But they could have an adopted sister, in this story. They're not specifically going from the comics. Everything is a little altered, slightly changed, or gender swapped, or everything.
Yeah. I mean, we just know that she's definitely a speedster.
Yeah.
And that she's a mix of Iris and Barry.
And that Iris is the one that she will not let She showed up specifically to Barry. Iris never saw her at the wedding.
Yeah.
She has shown up every time every one of them has gone to... Like, she has shown up...
Caitlin and Wells have seen her. Barry has seen her twice.
Cisco's seen her. I'm pretty sure Joe has seen her. Not just tonight. I mean, maybe he's only seen her tonight. But even if it is just tonight, Joe's finally seen her. Like...
But there's a reason
She will not
she
let
has not
Iris see her.
approached Iris.
Not just not approached, but she had a moment to just like stand there because she was in communication. She was in a like discussion with Cecile and Joe. But she just straight up ran off when Iris started heading over. There is something about Iris and the look she gave before she ran off, before she went down the hall. Before she left the doorway, the look she gave, a lot of people are saying that it, like, everyone has their own, like, version of what that meant, because it's a really hard face to read. It could be sorrow, it could be, like, she's angry, she's distraught, like, there's a bunch of different emotions that that face could mean, and a lot of them are saying it's anger, like something went wrong, and she's pissed off at Iris, Iris did something, or like all these things and whatever, or that she's sad. And really, there's only one reason to be sad and not want to confront, which is kind of like in Charmed. The boy from the future.
Chris?
Yes. I knew it started with a C, but I can't believe I forgot.
I can't believe I remembered that.
I can't believe I forgot. But, Chris came from the future.
Ended up being Piper and Leo's son.
Yes. But he only got close to the other two. He distanced himself greatly from both of his parents. I mean, hell, he basically sentenced Leo to a life of torture. And he alienated his mom.
He did.
Even after she found out the truth.
Yeah.
About who he was.
Right.
And that was because in his future, she died when he was like 10.
Yeah.
Or in his past and her future.
But see, if the same type of thing happens and he's living in their future where Piper is alive, then...
Like when he went back to his present day, she was alive.
If they are doing the same thing with this, you know, Iris will be alive.
Yeah, but the thing is, he went back specifically to save something from, like, he wasn't going back to save his mom. And on The Flash, Barry went back to save his mom, and the whole world got effed up.
Right.
People had powers when he got back that should not have powers based on the original, like, the original season.
Yeah.
Like, there's second... I guess you can almost say second wave metas, even though it wasn't the second wave that gave him powers, it was the first. But different time, this still doesn't make sense to me, but whatever. Like, they were still standing in the same damn spot they were standing in the first time it went off in the first season. How the hell does it make any difference that they get powers now standing in the same damn spot? Nothing different happened to them.
Yeah.
So, I just... whatever. Not going there. But...
Well, I mean, you were the one who brought up Charmed.
I know. But, like... it's because of the correlation.
Oh, I know why. I'm
And-
just saying. I'm just messing with you.
It's just that, like, she is probably the reason why she's avoiding Iris. Like, I don't want that to be the case, But I really legitimately cannot come up with another freaking reason why she would avoid her mother.
Right.
Why is she the only one in the entire Flash show that cannot meet her?
I know.
Like, why is she so distraught, angry, sad, whatever the hell you want to call it, over the fact that Iris is in the room and might see her?
Right.
Like, there's no reason.
Yeah.
Unless some evil guy, like, takes over her body and makes her do some crazy crap, and then, like, she's put in jail after she's born. Like, I don't know. Like, something bad must have gone down, or she's dead. Like, those are the only two options.
Mm-hmm.
And really, as Barry and Iris's child, I don't think it's because something bad went down. Because if you look at them, I mean, really, there's not a bad bone in their bodies. Like, there's nothing I can imagine that Iris would be able to do because of her moral code, her moral compass, who she is, that would alienate her own daughter so much.
Right.
So the only option I have is to think that Iris is dead.
Right. Well, we'll find out.
Or she has been drastically injured and is a totally different person in the future.
Yeah.
Maybe she gave birth after she was, like, injured or tortured or something happened, and now she's, like, maybe she was comatose for a while, maybe she's in a wheelchair, maybe she, you know, like, all these different things that could put a hinder on how well of a parent how good of a parent she was.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, maybe that could have alienated them. But it's just, I don't, like, if you guys have a reason why she's so angsty around her own mother, then put it down in the comments below, or tweet at us, or both, please. I need to know. Like, you have no idea, even though you probably think you do right now, of how aggravating this is for me.
Right.
Like, you have no idea what I am going through.
Wait, when did he post that tweet?
I don't know, but
Because the last time he was on Twitter was like early last year.
I don't know. I saw the tweet. Like, they posted it on the screen. I think it
On the screen?
yeah, when I was watching the review, I think it was Emergency Awesome. He's totally cool. Go check him out. Yeah, I think it was Charlie's review. He posted a screenshot of the tweet.
Because this just has a bunch of, like, retweets.
Well, he posted a screenshot of the tweet, and
No, I believe you.
that's all I know. Like, it was something that Barry did.
That Barry did.
Yeah, that Grant Gustin did, okay? So, yeah. I really... I got that out of my system.
Okay.
Is there anything that you want to say on this subject?
I don't think so. I mean, I'm excited, and, like, you know, she's definitely a speedster, and I think that if it's Dawn, that's really cool, and that she's going to have a really big part next season.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that Candace Patton was saying in an interview was that, you know, like, one of the things, you know, on her bucket list was getting to be in a suit and have powers, and she got to do that, and she's like, now I'm just, you know, waiting for the kids, you know, and all that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because obviously that's not happening this season.
No. She might be announced pregnant at the end. Like,
yeah, I don't think so.
we don't know for sure, but
But the last episode is called We Are the Flash, I think.
yeah, and I think Coffee Shop Girl is going to make an appearance in that episode, and she's going to help them defeat DeVoe. But she is getting closer and closer to the family. Mm-hmm. And there are things of, like, even though...
It's called We Are the Flash.
Yeah. Like, we know that she acted really strange around Caitlyn, when Caitlyn left. She's like, I already have, blah, 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 like, like, it was pretty, like, drastic from the person that we knew her as. And, but, that like, there's a choker that Caitlyn wore once or twice, and she was wearing the same one.
Oh, at the shower?
No. Caitlyn was wearing a choker, like, once or twice in the beginning of the season, and throughout the other seasons, that's basically the same choker that Dawn, I'm gonna just freaking call her Dawn, that Dawn was wearing in a couple of scenes that we've seen her in.
Yeah.
And so, like...
Okay, so
I don't know.
The description for Think Fast, which is the one right before the finale,
right,
is when DeVoe assaults an Argus facility to complete his Enlightenment machine, Barry realizes the only way he can stop him is if he allows Cisco and Caitlyn to accompany him into the facility. Still shaken by Ralph's death, Barry isn't sure he wants to risk any more of his friends' lives and considers taking on Vo solo.
Well,
and then next week's is Harry and the Harrisons.
Yes.
And it says, with DeVoe's Enlightenment device nearly complete, in order to disable it, the Flash and his team must put their faith in an unlikely ally, Amunet Black. Meanwhile, Harry hits an all-time low when the Council of Wells kicks him out, but then Cisco introduces him to the Council of Harrisons.
Which is a dumber class of Wells.
Excuse me.
Wow. It's probably...
So yeah, we have 3 more episodes until the finale. We have 2 more episodes until the finale.
Imagine that the mime one is one of them.
And 3 more until the season.
All the Harrisons that we saw that they flipped through when they were looking for one.
Yeah.
Imagine some of them as those guys. So yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Nope, I think that about covers it.
Okay. A couple of announcements. Because we didn't do this last week, did we? I don't think we did. No, we did it. No. Okay. The first coming up live stream that you guys can see us in will be Once Upon a Time. No. It'll be Supernatural.
Because Supernatural is on the day before the Once Upon a Time season series finale. So the Supernatural season finale will be on the 17th.
Yeah.
And the Once Upon a Time series finale, will be May 18th.
Yes.
So we are going to live stream Supernatural because she's caught up now. So, yeah.
Yeah,
we'll do that.
We'll do the Supernatural season finale.
And then we will do the Once Upon a Time series finale on the next day, Friday.
Because those are the...
we will make sure that we are free on those nights to do that. And then the following Tuesday is the Flash season finale. Yeah. So you'll have that to look forward to as well, because I know you guys like our Flash live streams. But we've never done a Supernatural one, so that should be interesting.
Or a Once Upon a Time one.
And I hope that our Supernatural viewers are still around, because I haven't reviewed for a while, and I'm sorry about that, but I have not had the time. So, but yeah. We will do the season finale for that.
Yeah.
Because Supernatural usually has pretty good finales.
Yeah.
So,
Even in some of them, they make a promise that'll last an entire season. And then you go watch the next season and it freaking lasts for 2 episodes.
Like the Dean one.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Still freaking bitter.
Hashtag won't forgive.
Hashtag never forget.
Yep.
But yeah, I don't know if you guys that watch our Flash and Supergirl reviews are also Supernatural fans, because I'm sure that if you guys watch the CW, you probably watch that as well. But if not, then still watch anyway, because it's entertaining and fun.
Yes. So you can catch us on the 17th at 8 p. Right? 8?
Yeah.
8 p.m. Pacific time.
Because Arrow's on at 9.
Right. It used to be the other way around.
Yeah, I
now
know.
it's confusing.
So yeah, Supernatural will be on at 8 p.m. or the Supernatural season finale will be on May 17th at 8 p.m. Pacific
and
time.
You can catch us that night for that live stream.
Yes, and then Once Upon a Time will be Friday, May 18th at 8 p.m. on ABC.
Yes, and
Pacific time.
you can catch us live for that live stream.
That's gonna be probably a pretty long one and a pretty fun one and a detailed one because it's the last episode ever.
And for you guys on The Flash who don't really get to see me chew out a character, I mean, you guys do get to see me chew out a character, but you have not seen me.
You have not seen her chew out Emma.
No, you have not. You have not.
I mean, if you want some entertainment, go back and watch previous Once Upon a Time reviews and see her bash on Emma.
Yes.
Like, you don't even have to watch the show to get entertainment out of that.
No,
like,
you don't.
You really don't. So, I mean, let's be real.
Yeah.
You don't. But anyway.
I can't go back and watch it because, like, even though I find it funny, like, if I go back and watch it, I find it kind of cringe because who likes to watch themselves? I don't.
I mean, I'm okay with watching myself, but
I don't even like to re-listen.
I mean,
to these things because
it depends
cringe for me.
It depends on what it is. Like if I rewatch like one of the covers we did or something, I'm gonna be like no. But if I rewatch a review or something, I usually am not watching it. I usually just have it on and I'm listening to it, so it's not that bad.
Yeah.
But if I was watching it, I'd be like, why did I do that with my hands? Or why did I do that gesture? Why am I doing that? Like, I'd just be all, really? People are gonna see this? Like, so,
yeah, I can't even listen to my own voice, which is weird because I like to hear myself talk, but not through a recording, apparently.
Well, I hate how I sound on an answering machine.
I hate how I sound recorded, period.
I sound like a child on an answering machine. Like, hi, it's Jennifer.
That's why I don't do answering machines. I just leave it as is.
But anyway, enough of that, because this is over an hour.
So, yeah, you'll be getting that and the Flash review for the season.
The Supergirl one's gonna go further. So,
yeah,
that'll be later, but
if we do one.
Yeah, we probably won't.
Yeah.
We don't usually do that for Supergirl.
No.
Unless it ends up being like a really good one, like we see a preview and we're just like, okay, we need to do that.
Yeah.
But, I don't know.
Anyways, if you all made it to the end of the video, put like live stream in the comments. Let us know you'll be there for those.
I don't even know if we're getting a whole lot of views on our videos right now. We only got 3 views on our last Flash review.
Oh.
So
people are busy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess until next time,
keep believing in the impossible.